Hey guys, so here's the help video going over the birthday polynomial project, and um, we're just gonna go over how to go about finding each information so that you guys are good to go to start drawing and creating your guys' picture. Okay, so first we're gonna start off like this, where we have these as our degrees. Okay, and then there's spaces on purpose because now you guys are going to create a polynomial based off your birthday. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, we just put a random birthday up here. Okay, so we put some random birthday. So now from this random birthday, now you guys have to make and put this birthday as in like numbers like that. So May is the 5th month, so it's 05. Second is the second day, so 02, 1993, the year, right? So if you guys were to do that for your own birthday, this is your guys' month. This is your guys' day of your birthday. And this is your guys' year. Okay, now for this one, 05, that's May 2nd, so 02, 1993. Now, one thing to notice, you guys, is do you guys all see the ones that have a coefficient of 0? 0 times anything, you guys, is just 0. So that x to the 7th and x to 5th, they will get eradicated and move away. For a lot of you guys are born in the 2000s. So you guys, if you're born in the 2000, both of these should not be in your guys' polynomial because both of those would probably be a coefficient of 0. But for the sake of argument, my equation, you guys, would be this. 5x to the 6, I'm not including that one because that has a coefficient of 0. 2x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, 9x to the 2nd, 9x, and 3. So that's my equation, right, for this specific birthday. Okay? Now you guys could fiddle around with the plus and minuses because that could change your curvature. So I believe what I did was I just made all of these positive and that one negative and stuff. So again, doing pluses minuses will change your guys' curvature and how you guys want it. So if you guys take a look at this, so again, you guys could change your guys' graph to how you guys want it, and this would be the graph. And if you guys change the minus and plus signs, notice it'll change your curve. It will change your curve. So you guys can decide how you guys want your plus and minuses to be, but as you guys can see, doing the plus and minus signs will change the curvature. So you put this and type it into decimals, and this would be the curve that is made from this birthday. All of you will have different curves, right? Because we all have different birthdays unless your birthday is exactly the same as somebody. So plus and minuses, that's how I want. So on the graph, you guys, it will look something like that, right? Something like that. If I go back to decimal, then a little bit off, but you guys get the ordeal, right? It is something like that for me, right? So you guys have to think like what curve you guys want to make because you are creating some image based off of these curves, right? Some image. Okay, let's talk about domain. Domain, you guys, is how far left or how far right the x values are going. So for all of ours, it will always be negative infinity to infinity, going forever left and going forever to the right hand side. So for everybody's, it will be negative infinity to infinity. Now the range. The range is how low does the graph go to how high. How low to how high. Now for my graph, you guys, it goes infinitely downward negative infinity to how high? For me, it will go all the way up to this point right here. And when you guys find that on the curve, that is 17.017. So how high does this graph go for me? It goes 17.017. So again, we'll bracket. Range is how low to how high. Y-intercept. So for us, for my graph, you guys, it's where the graph crosses the y-axis. So where does the graph cross the y-axis? Well, if we guys take a look, right there at 0, 3. That's where the graph crosses the y-axis for my graph, 0, 3. So this, you guys, is where the graph crosses the y-axis. Zeros, where does the graph cross the x-axis? Now, you could have none, you guys. There are some of you that are going to have none zeros or no zeros because your graph simply does not cross the x-axis. But for mine, you guys, it crosses here and it crosses here, right? So in Desmos, that's at negative 1.405 and 1.071. So my zeros, you guys, are 1.405 and negative 1. What did it say? 1.071. 1.071. Those are where my x's are located. My zeros. Maximum. So maximum is when you get like a kind of like a peak at any given point, you guys. Maximum, absolute maximums or relative maximums. So I have a maximum here and here. It kind of performs like a little peak or apex. So right there and right there, you guys, on the graph, for me, that's at negative 1.017, comma 17.017. So that's one of my maximums, and the other maximum, you guys, was right there at 0.852, comma 1.625. And a minimum for me, you guys, is right there. That is one location. Now remember, some of you can have a minimum and some of you can have maximum, but you guys also cannot have any. If you don't have any, then just write none. So a minimum for me, you guys, let's look back on Desmos. You find all of this on Desmos, you guys. 0.456 and 0.904. So 0.456 and 0.901, I believe. 9.904. Okay. And behavior. So for my graph, you guys, it goes down, down. So as x is going to infinity, meaning to the right, as it's going to the right, f of x, your y value, guys, it's going down. On the right-hand arrow, you guys, it's going down, approaching negative infinity. As x goes to negative infinity, you guys, which is going to the left, so the left arrow, you guys, my left arrow is going down, so negative infinity. So again, based off your guys' end behaviors, it will be different. So just describe what the right-hand arrow is doing and what the left-hand arrow is doing. Now, to get the 10 points, you guys, this is how you guys get 10 points. 10 points on your graph. You guys go to Desmos. You guys go to this gear. You're going to copy it, and then you guys are going to make a table. And it gives you guys 5 points already, so then you guys just create, just create them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there is your guys' points. Okay, those are your guys' 10 points. And that's pretty much all the information to get from that, you guys. And then write down what your image makes for you. Now, this image, you guys, could mean anything to you. You're just trying to create an image based off of that curve. So for mine, you guys, I saw this as a whale, and I probably would have drawn like some waves right here, right, with some ship going like this, right, and probably would have done a whole picture based off of Moby Dick, the book, right? So you guys can go off to and imagine and be creative on what you guys want to create based off of your guys' birthday polynomial curve. Now, here are some samples for you guys to look at. So for this one, they made a waterfall, and this was their curve. Their curve with that U shape, and they made it based off of a wave, right? Very creative, right? Here, did it as like a ballerina, right? They made their curvature based off the toe is part of that bottom part, right? Here. This one I like, you guys, because it's like Super Mario doing a double jump, right? That's the curvature. But as you guys can see, there's many things you guys can do based off of your curve. You guys just have to think outside the box and just show effort. The more you guys show effort, the more points you are going to receive. And as long as I see effort from you guys and you guys following directions, you will do well. You will do well. But as you guys can see, all of these, without a doubt, they all show effort, right? And I do expect you guys to show the same amount of effort as well. Okay, so hopefully this sparks some new ideas for you guys. I will give you guys your final paper later. But everybody, good luck, because this is worth a test grade. Okay, good luck everybody. Peace.